State School Superintendent Glenda Ritz is throwing out nearly 1,400 scores from last spring's botched ISTEP testing. And she says parents will know how their kids did in less than a week. Our TV6 reporter Norman Cox is back from a marathon Board of Education meeting with why Ritz threw out those particular test scores. Norm?
Well, the 1,388 scores Ritz is invalidating represent a small portion of the roughly 80,000 students whose online testing was interrupted by computer server issues. She acted based on a formula developed by her higher education researcher, Richard Hill.
Richard Hill told the State Board of Education that there is no sure way of determining which students were negatively impacted by the online interruptions in their testing, but he has singled out a small group that he feels is very likely to have been affected. Those whose scores were 3 points or more lower than predicted and who took an abnormally short or abnormally long time to finish the test. In other words, those who just got disgusted and pushed random buttons or got too frazzled to perform.
We looked at how students performed on the test relative to how we would predict them to have performed on the test.
Ritz is ordering those nearly 1,400 scores invalidated on her own authority, and she is sending 3 sets of letters to parents. One says the student wasn't interrupted. The second says they were interrupted, but the scores are valid. The third says they were interrupted and the scores are being thrown out.
I made a commitment to parents and to school personnel that I was going to report out all data. And I'm sticking to that. I wanted them to know, I wanted the parents to know if their students were interrupted, but the score was still considered to be valid, and here's the information.
In addition to the letters, Ritz says parents can access their students' online test information on September 9th, and by the end of this month, schools will have all their information so that they can prepare their school improvement plans. Live in the newsroom, I'm Norman Cox, RTV6.